Hello guys and welcome to Rage Quit Gaming, and today we're taking a look at Transcripted. This game's come out a couple of days ago on Steam, so we're going to take a look and see what it's about, and then perhaps you can see whether you want to buy it based on what you see on the video. First of all, we're going to drop into the options menu. Nothing too unusual here. Quite nice that there's resolution changes. I'm not going to fiddle with mine too much because I have to have a custom resolution. The two annoyances I do have is I do have a 360 controller plugged in and I cannot change it to it at all. I am stuck on mouse and keyboard. Also, not only is the volume on the minimum setting, but I've also adjusted it in the Windows mixer as well so that you are able to hear me. And I will warn you that there is quite a lot of dialogue from the characters, so I'm going to be trying to give my comments and feedback in between what you hear from them. It is quite annoying, and I can't for the life of me turn them off, so we are stuck with that to an extent. I am going to start a new game so you guys can see it, so we'll get a bit of feedback as to the background of the game, and then see how it plays out in both elements. It is supposed to be a twin stick shooter and puzzle game, so there is elements of both of that sort of genre in this game. So without further ado, let's get it started. Hard, easy and medium options for both the shooter and the puzzle element, which is quite interesting. So if you want to play as more of a shooter and less puzzle, that's preferable, or if you want to play more as a puzzle game and you don't really care about the shooter, you can vary that up. So it's quite nice that you've got those options, and of course you can have hard for both or easy for both. So I'm gonna stick to average and go for medium. Without further ado, here is the explanation for what we're all doing.
What did you say your name was? I get it, it's urgent. I already told you.
Voice acting not actually awful.
The sample is ready for analysis. You are not being very helpful right now. Can you please let me... Oh, right. Damn, 3 more weeks and I would have been home free. No more thesis, no more office hours. Now all I see are black suits. Come in and start giving orders like they own the place.
Hello, Adam. How are you feeling?
Not now.
Come now, Adam. Watch this. You have one new message from Professor Dahl. See, it is easy to let people help you without being such a curmudgeon all the time.
Nadia.
What?
Just roll it.
Hello, Adam. By now, you should be able to guess what's going on. We've caught the interest of the boys upstairs. The incident has been deemed a threat to national security. Your sample is top, let me emphasize, top priority. You need to put down whatever you're doing and get on with it. Until further notice, you stop everything else. Forward me all results from the analysis. I don't know when I'll be back in the lab. We're having a bit of a family crisis. So you're in charge for now. Please, don't screw this up.
Aw, feels so good to be trusted.
Adam, mistrust was clearly implied when...
Oh, you're right. Forgot to mention this was irony, sorry. Where's my visual? The vid feedback from the probe should be syncing by now.
Annoyingly, we seem to be dipping below 30 frames per second occasionally as well, even though in the menu system I was sitting at 500 frames a second, so I'm not sure how well optimized this part of the game is.
Affirmative. Preliminary testing and DNA amplification confirm human origin.
What the? No way that tissue's human.
I do not know what you mean by no way that tissue's human. Shall I run grammar normativity on your question?
Now who's being a curmudgeon?
So there we go, the typical injection of humour there.
Sample tissue may appear malformed because deep mutations have destroyed the original cell structures. Here, see for yourself. Transferring manual control.
And here we go
user.
into actually the look of the game.
You can access the experimental database at any time. The database includes
And here we have our lifeboat ring, which is our nanoprobe.
Each time an update becomes available,
and now you see about the dialogue being just a little bit over the top, and the fact that you can't adjust it either.
This key. Go.
So you've got tabs, so you can go into hints. I've got quite a lot more hints than you probably would have at this stage, simply because I've done the next mission. Well, this mission and the next mission, I should say. So here we go, moving around W, A, S and D as you would expect, and you've got the mouse for your aiming. I think it still wants me to go in tab, doesn't it? Yes, it does. We're going to move down here.
Proceed
yes, we are.
towards the deeper layers of the sample.
Here's our
Well, that's
gun, which
messed
would
up.
obviously
I've
be on
activated
board
the
of a
plasma
nano sort of
emitter
probe.
for you to clear a path through the entanglement. Avoid collision at all costs.
If anyone's played a game called Blast Factor, this game's a lot like that on the PSN, but I actually think I prefer Blast
It
Factor.
just shot at me. What
Blast
kind of
Factor seems
bacteria
to
makes
have a
plasma?
very good way of carrying momentum to make you feel like you're in a fluid.
The shield will only
Whereas this
protect you
doesn't
from
so
the enemy
much.
projectiles,
It really doesn't
not
feel
a
like
direct
you're
collision.
floating
Well,
in
I
a
played the hell out
fluid.
of
It
Galaga
really
when I was a
feels like
kid.
this. Look,
What could go
there's
wrong?
Really?
no
I have always
continuity
preferred
of
social network
momentum
games.
whatsoever
would.
in this game,
Must be a
which is a little
generational
bit
thing.
irritating. We're going to go down here and continue
Warning,
to explore.
pathogens approaching.
There's some pathogens. Now these ones don't
Try
appear
to
to
collect the
fire.
glowing crystals as they drop.
They
The
drop.
doctor has
Introduction
requested
of
them for
loot drop
analysis.
mechanics.
My analysis
Nothing
shows
unusual
the yellow
here.
crystals can be used to upgrade our weapons. I will adjust the nanoprobe settings accordingly.
I think
That's
there
gonna
are
be an interesting footnote in
in-level
my
drops
report.
which boost your abilities, but also there is a sort of level up
Adam,
system as well.
stay
You can
close to the
purchase
cube
upgrades
device long
for your
enough for me
nanoprobe,
to It
which we'll
appears
come
the
to a little
majority
bit
of these
later.
pathogens
It's quite an extensive
contain similar
system
nucleotide cubes in their
for a little
pores.
indie
Destroy
game.
an enemy stabilizing the cube consumes the nanoprobe's energy. But as long as you are holding onto a cube, hostiles will identify you as one of their own and will
Yeah,
not collide with
as
the
you can see,
probe.
very
The shield.
tutorial based, very
Why is it
introductory of
shaking?
This is a proxy
mechanics.
benefit of holding a cube. The cubes boost the power of your shield. You thereby receive additional defenses to enemy projectiles.
But the probe feels
And
heavier.
here we have an
Your
introductory to
movement is
this
slowed,
environmental
as necessary to
mechanics.
stabilize the cube. You
Shooting
also
these little
cannot use your
cubes
weapons.
into... Oh, good God.
You can only reroute their
Come
power to
here.
fire the cube in a given direction.
Zing!
There
I
we
now
are.
have enough data to continue the analysis alone.
And that's
I
it.
will
That's the end
inject
of the
a few more
first mission.
nanoprobes and compile a summary
So
for you and
that was very
Professor
much an
Dahl.
introduction
Nice
to the
work,
more
boss.
shooting mechanics side of the game. The second mission, which we'll jump straight into, not waste any more of our time and go straight into, is the
One new
puzzle mechanics. Well,
Adam,
an
you must
example of the
collect
puzzle
cube
mechanics, I should
and
say.
shoot it
I
into the
haven't played
chain
this
to
game
create a group
extensively,
of
so I'm not
3
sure
or
what
more of the same
other
color.
different types there are. I'm sure there are different puzzles. From what I saw of other parts of the game, though, this is quite indicatory of some of the mechanics that you can expect.
Of course it
You've
is.
got to try and match them a bit
Now
like
fill the progress
Tetris.
bar to effectively
So
stop
there's
the
more
pathogenic
colours of the
metabolism
same
in this
type
region.
around each other. Let's see if we can hit that one. Come here. Come on. There we are. A blue. I think I wanted a blue, didn't I? Let's see. Oh, yes. Owned. Oh, good God. Running into these things. We've got some greens here. Let's chuck a green there. See what that does, if anything. Die! Shoot at me, you little bastard. Oh, blue. We want blue, don't we? There we are. I could do with green, actually. Oh, or red. Blue's good. Blue's not awful. I don't really want green. Red's not awful. Oh, bugger it. Let's get blue there. You can set off really good chain reactions. I set off one when I was having a look at this game that just seemed to play itself out, which is like in Tetris, is pretty much what you want, isn't it? I thought that would do it. Macro shot, yes. Owned. God damn it! Complete your chain yourself. Don't make me do it. Mind you, I'm really not tactically shooting where these things are going. I'm just seeing match colours. So I'm sure there's a very much more efficient way of doing this. Come on, let's... How many more of these things do we need to get? little bit worried that
Keep
there
in
is
mind
the
that most of the
occasional
pathogenic
frame rate
agents
drop
hold
that
a
shows that
cube.
optimization is still
Do not try
not
to eliminate all
fantastic.
hostiles, Adam.
Which isn't quite surprising on a
Instead,
game that is
use
owned. So that is the puzzle element of the game. Again, not too difficult. But then these are the opening salvos in the full game. See, I unlocked so many different levels of owningness and achievements, or whatever these things are, that they give you these points in the upper left hand corner. And then you can use these to spend on these research, what they call research, and you've got quite an extensive level of unlocking. You've got things like increases to the effectiveness of your guns, to your shields, to your health points. Nothing too unusual here, but you've also got stuff like this that just looks epic, where you've got little sort of satellites of shootingness, which is very interesting. You've got some sort of flamethrower, cryo spray. That's quite interesting. And you can see that sample 6, so it's level 6. That's when you get access to some of these things. 4, 10, 14, 17, 15, 16. So you can tell that I would have guessed that there's around 20 missions. Anyway, so let us go. We're going to go, guys. So let us know what you think about this video. Let us know about your thoughts about the game. It is now out on Steam, as I said. It's £7.19, I believe, in the UK. So I'd imagine that to be relatively the same in the other countries, probably around €9, and about the same in US. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like this, and if you've got any suggestions for future videos, do let us know. Take care, guys. Bye.